Hello, friends. Today I would like to share with you my thoughts about anger and why we become angry in the first place. Many of us find anger to be a difficult emotion and something which cannot be conquered. So there are a few tips which I would like to suggest to you for you to help you overcome this feeling of anger. And to do this, first we have to understand that anger is not an isolated emotion. Anger happens because of associated reasons, and let us examine those reasons one after one. Uh, Let me explain the first case. There is a couple, Pauline and Peter, who are very much in love with one another, and they decided to have a date during the weekend to go for a movie, and uh, they decided to meet on Friday evening at the theater, and uh, so the plan is fixed. And Pauline arrives promptly at the theater. But unfortunately for Peter, the whole week he has been having some issues at work, and unexpected issues crop up at work. And on that Friday, uh, his manager asks him to stay behind because there is some serious issue at work, and he has to stay behind. And Peter feels very bad about breaking this appointment with Pauline, but still he has no other choice but to call her up and inform her that he will not be able to make the date with her. And when Pauline hears this, the first reaction that she has is one of disappointment, because they had been planning this for quite some time, and it was after a long planning that they had decided to meet that particular day. So the first feeling that Pauline has is one of disappointment. And the second feeling that she has is one of uh, anger. Uh, is one of anger that arises because of the ego. So, Pauline's ego has been hurt. She feels that Peter has insulted her because um, because he does not value her so much. So Pauline feels insulted, and the main reason for this feeling of insult is can be called a byproduct of the ego. So this is one example of why anger can happen because of ego issues. Though it was not Peter's fault, and he did not desire to cancel the appointment that day. It was difficult for Pauline to understand this situation. Let us come to the next example, which is that of a mother and a child, where anger can happen because of fear. Most of the cases that we see, we can easily associate anger with the feeling of fear. For example, a mother takes her child to the park to play, and the child is playing happily. Meanwhile, the mother notices that uh, uh, there is a rock jutting out of the compound wall at one place, and she is afraid that the child may get hurt, and so she cautions the child not to go near the rock, not to play near the rock. But the child, in its excitement, does exactly the opposite. Uh, Goes very close to that rock and gets hurt. And we would expect the mother to be sympathetic because the child is hurt. But most of the times, the first emotion that crops up is anger. So, anger is not here the result of only anger alone, but here anger occurs out of fear for the safety of the child. The mother fears for the safety of the child, and she is very right in fearing for the safety of the child. But the reason why anger happens here is out of the mother's fear for the safety of the child. So this is a second example which I can give you for anger to be caused due to associated emotions. Then we could give a number of examples. The third case, there is a mother with a grown-up daughter, a teenager, who always cautions her to come back home on time in the evenings. The daughter frequently comes late, and the mother is always afraid that something would happen to her. And just as she expected, one day the daughter is attacked or molested by miscreants, and she faces a very difficult situation, and so she escapes at the last minute and returns back home. And the feeling of the mother is anger, and this anger is magnified by the fear that she has for the safety of her daughter. So these three examples that I have given you will illustrate how anger is not an isolated emotion, but it is often the byproduct of the ego, the disappointment, fear, and more than 90% of the times it is caused because of fear for a loved one. There are some stray incidents like the police firing, which is happening all over the world these days, and brutality caused to civilians by police in different parts of the world. These incidents cannot be attributed to anger. These are not incidents which happen due to a momentary spurt of anger, but these can be classified as hate crimes against humanity in general, and I'm happy to say that humanity is rising against this. So dear friends, today I'm really very happy to talk to you about this feeling of anger and how it stems from associated feelings. I am sure that if you go deep into your anger issues and analyze the associated reasons that are troubling you and that provoke your anger, I'm sure you'll be able to overcome your anger issues and emerge victorious. Thank you.